Hello and salut everybody. Welcome back to the channel Chatting with Nicole. Please subscribe if you have not already. If you're new, welcome to the family. And I wanted to keep up with this. You guys know, I'm assuming, I pray you have already just, reviewed my previous video, the latest video in the same, boo-boo, the same seat. I posted it for you. I hope that you already viewed that. And I promised you that I was gonna talk about another not so good thing in from my review of Dakar of Senegal. But I wanted to discuss this separately because I believe it involves other African countries. It's not the issues, not just in Senegal. So that's why I wanted to do it separately. So I wanted to make sure that, I do this separately. I may also touch on one of the things that I talked about already in the previous, in the overall high level review of mine that I did of Senegal, of Dakar. So again, thank you for being here. Thank you for sharing this video. And I am going to ask that I do not know who you are, where you are, the power that you have, the capability that you have, the people that you know while you're watching this video. But I'm trusting you. So please, I'm addressing this not just because I am bored. I am addressing this not just because I don't have anything to talk about. There are plenty of things for us to talk about. I am addressing this because I think it's important. And I want our African leaders to hear this. Diaspora. If you guys hearing me, I have hashtag diaspora in my description. So I want, you, the diaspora leaders, all of you who are involved, who are members, I want you guys to share this video. Let the people who needs to hear this video hear. If you disagree with me, if there are other things in play, if you see it differently, let us discuss. But I'm doing the review that I did. I'm showing what I'm showing. The stuff that I talk about Africa is because I feel like it's very, very important. So with that being said, the topic that I wanted to talk about separately here is the presence, the heavy presence of Lebanese, I should say, in Senegal. And it's not just Senegal, in other African countries. And what I experienced in Senegal, in Dakar specifically, it was overwhelming. In Dakar, there's a heavy presence of Lebanese, people from Lebanon, is what I'm talking about. It's a lot of them there. And I feel like it is not good. It is good for the economy outside, but it's not good for the country's people, the Senegalese. It is not good for them. The reason why I say it's not good for them, because again, there's a heavy presence of Lebanese. And the small businesses, the big businesses are owned by them. There is a chain over and over in every area, and it's owned by them. Even if you go to the stores and you see Senegalese people working, it is owned by Lebanese. The grocery stores, and it's not a bad thing. There's a grocery store there, I will call it like the Walmart. Their Walmart is called Auchan. Auchan is owned by Lebanese. The patisseries, basically where we can buy bread, we can buy, the bakeries, they are owned by them. The ice cream places, I show you one of them that was Mamma Mia. I don't know if you guys seen it, and you see there are Black people sitting, serving. It's owned by them. It's a lot of, there is even a souvenir store that we went, and this souvenir store is for African stuff, stuff that we make, is stuff that our, African Senegalese do with their hands, stuff that they make in the market. Those stores are owned by them. There is a corner grocery stores owned by them. So the heavy presence of Lebanese, and again, it's not just Lebanese, but in Senegal, there are more than, others as far as the business owners and taking, control of the economy, the business, the boutiques and all of that. So I'm saying this, I'm addressing this because I think it is hurting the Senegalese people, because they are taking business from the mom and pops. Because instead of, people going to mom and pop's boutique in the corner and get sugar, they are going to Auchan to get sugar. It doesn't mean that it's cheaper. It just means that, people will rather go there because it is a big store, it's a larger store, and people go there. So I am saying, I don't know how, it's going to happen. I don't know how it's being looked into. I asked and I talked to the locals, and they are not happy about it, but there's nothing they can do because the government is making it too easy for the Lebanese to own a business, even to mistreat, the Senegalese people that they hire there, mistreat them. Literally that there was a story where he actually was beating this black man, this young man that was working for him. So it bothers me. It bothers me that we have Lebanese or Europeans or, people who are non-Africans, they live abroad here in Europe, they live, and then, or Asia, and they come and they take control in Africa and they own stuff and they're using us. And then, they're abusing us, and they're discriminating against us in our own countries. So it kills me to know that, these Lebanese, they have this boutique, for example. I'm using the souvenir store, for example. They will go to the market and buy it from the mom and pops, the young people suffering, struggling, making these stuff, and then they take it to their boutique and they'll sell it 3 times that or 5 times that. So I am saying that it is not good for the country. It is not good. It may be in a bigger picture, but it's not good for its people. It is not good for any other country. All of you out there, Togo, Benin, Burkina Faso, wherever you are, all of these countries, especially the French-speaking countries, you have to wake up. You have to think about your people. You have to think about, your people. I am saying it, your people, not yourself. Not what these Lebanese or not, people from, the Chinese or Japanese, what they are giving you, for yourself as a president or as a leader for your family. No, what are they doing for the country, for your people? So that's why I'm putting this, topic aside. I wanted to talk to this specifically. I am looking you in the eye. I do not know anybody in diaspora or owner or, leader, a country leader, but I know somebody's listening to me right now, has connection, knows somebody. So this is something that needs to be addressed for the whole African continent. If we want Africa to get somewhere, if we want Africa to stand on his own, if we want Africa to be what Africa can be and is, and do what it can really do, we need to control the economy of foreign people. And the way it's done. The way it's done is wrong. I'm not saying they shouldn't be in Africa. I'm not saying, Europeans shouldn't be in Africa. I'm not saying, I'm going to put it this way, and it's not discrimination. I'm not saying white people. White people, when I say white, I mean because we are here. We have black people in white, countries. So I'm saying we need to control how they're doing business. If they are coming and taking over, the people taking over what, these people are struggling to make the day to day, they're making them, if they're coming and making your people suffer more than they actually should, then that's a problem. And somebody say, Nicole, just speak to me like I'm a 5-year-old, child. So I'm putting big words and I'm not saying something that you cannot understand. We're chatting. So I am saying stuff that I'm saying because I feel like when I saw in Senegal, in Dakar, the heavy presence of Lebanese, the business, the way they're conducting the business, the way they're treating Senegalese, people who are living in their own country, the way they're treating them, the amount of, money and business they're taking from them, I am saying is wrong. It is wrong. And we need to control that. We should not make it so easy for Europeans, for Lebanese, so easy for them in Africa to do whatever they want when we cannot do it in their countries. Europeans can come to Africa and just start a business and start treating us, bad. But I cannot go to France right now from Africa, straight from Africa, and go to France and have power and have all my papers and be able to do that. So that's not fair. So you leaders, African leaders, I am telling you, diaspora leaders, you guys have to do something. We cannot make it so easy for them when they are making it so difficult for us. It is not fair. Especially when it's hurting your people. We cannot allow, foreigner to come and occupy a large, area of our countries, and our own people don't even have, the right to go there because they occupy and saying this is private beach, this is private area. And you who are actually a Senegalese, you can't go there because the Lebanese owns it and saying that this is private island, this is private area. You shouldn't take videos there. You shouldn't take pictures here. I'm saying I may be seeing it wrong. I may be on the other side of this, but our own people, it's important to me. A country taking care of its own people, caring for its own people, it's important to me. So I am telling you guys, if you don't see it, I think it's time for us to just think about our people. Think about your people other than you in power. Think about your people. Think about, what your people are going through. So we should not make it so easy for Lebanese or, Japanese or Chinese people to just come and take over and treat our people the way they treat our people and take businesses away from us. We need to think about that and figure out a better way to do that. It shouldn't be so easy for them to come in and do whatever they want, and we can't do it on that side. So this is just me alone, and I cannot do this by myself. This cannot happen by myself. I can only post this video, but I need all my viewers, all of you who have power, all of you who knows people, all of you who can do something. Let us do something. Let us get this video, these topics, these subjects. Even if you don't want to, share my video, take the subject, take the topic and put it out there and let all these leaders, these African leaders, all of you, starting from Senegal, because that's where, I experienced most of it. I want you guys to think about your people. Think about your people. When you having these, I'm going to repeat it. When you having this agreement, when you having these negotiations, when you bringing these people, different people, different rates in your country, there has to be rules. There have to be regulations. There have to be policies with your own people. Best interests at hand. Not just your best interests. Not just what they're going to give you to put in your pocket. for you and for your family. No, you already, well, you already rich. You already have it. Let's think about your people, your country, and the new generation, and where Africa can be, what Africa should be, and what Africa can do, and what Africa should be doing. We shouldn't allow, foreigner to be, better than we are in our own country. That is just a no. So it is disappointing to see that. But again, it's never too late. We all learned, we get better. So I am putting it out there. I need your help. You, my viewer, even if you don't know anybody in diaspora, you don't know any leader, you don't know anybody who can make a decision, you don't know anybody who cares or who can make something, I want you to share this. Social media, social media is big. I want you to share this because I am doing this because I think it's important for Africa. And I love Africa so much that I cannot just see this and sit aside and like, okay, it's not me. No, we have to do better. I cannot see injustice being done to my African people and not say something. I cannot see something that I know that, as worse as it is right now, if we don't do something right now, imagine 10 years, another generation, 20 years, 30 years, what is Africa going to turn into? What is our people going to turn into? So we don't want to be used. We have been used for too long. We have been used for too long. And today, 2023, we cannot allow this to be happening, to continue to happen. We have to wake up. So I'm going to leave it here, but we will continue. In order for us to continue, I'm going to need the interest from you. Because again, I cannot do it by myself. I need your support. I need to hear from you. I need you to share this video. I need you to subscribe. I need you to hit the notification, bell. I need you to put the word out there. I need us to work together to make Africa what it's supposed to be, what it can do, to show Africa what it can do and where it's supposed to be. I need you. We need to work together for the good of Africa, for the good of African people, for the good of our new African generation and generations to come. So I'm leaving it here. Stay safe and blessed, and I'll see you on the next one.